Hey cousins, welcome back to another story time, and we're gonna react to this one, and this one is called "Surviving a Husband and His Wife." Girl, what? All right, so we gonna jump right into the story time. We ain't waiting. We ain't waiting.
Surviving a Married Man and His Wife. Y'all, I'm gonna take y'all on the wrong road. Like, my friends begged, when I say begged me to get on here and do the story time, because they was with me from beginning to end. We always joke about how my life is a freaking movie. Like, the stuff that go on in my life, it's some stuff you see on a big screen, y'all. Like, and I'm gonna tell the truth, even if it makes me look bad. It's 2019. I come into some money. I want to buy a car. I want a point B car, nothing too fancy. So I remember getting on Facebook Marketplace looking for a car, and I come across like a Honda Civic or Accord, and it was in Union, South Carolina, which was like 45, 50 minutes away from where I'm from. Me and my mom went. Y'all, I did not know when I walked in that dealership, like how just walking in that dealership, my whole life turned upside down, all and around. Like, y'all, I wish I would have knew. I wish I would have known. Y'all, so I get there to buy this Honda. It's people working under the hood on the car. He was like, oh, it just needs a battery. I was very interested in the car. My mom was like, no, red flag. We did exchange numbers because, like I said, he said it only needed a battery. I like the exterior, interior, perfect, But my mom was like, mm-mm. I went and looked at a whole nother car, ended up buying a whole nother car like hours after that. So he ended up calling me, text me like, it's crunk, it's crunk, we got it crunk, it's ready to go. What I didn't tell y'all was when I got there, he had a baby. Y'all know the carrying things that you place on your back and on your chest. He had a baby in the inside. I want to say every bit of 7, 8 months, maybe. She was under one. So wasn't walking. So I'm making conversation. I'm like, oh, she's so cute. And he tells me like his baby mom got sent to prison and he had to get custody of his girls. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so sweet. Especially considering the situation that I was going through with the newborn, single mom, child's father, not in the picture. It really touched me. Surviving a Married Man and His Wife. Y'all, I'm gonna take y'all on a long. Surviving a Married Man and His Wife, part two. So yeah, we are in deep communication. Like things started moving very quickly. Within 2 weeks, like we are locked. Y'all, we locked in. I had his name tatted in 2 weeks. Okay, remember I'm 20 years old. So yeah, at the time I'm 20 years old. So he's 10 years older than me. So he's 30 at this time. Um, yeah, so keep that in mind throughout this whole story. So I don't know if y'all caught it, but he owned the car dealership that I was going to buy the Honda that I end up not buying. So we deep in. It wasn't a day we did not see each other. We're in heavy communication, and you know everything is everything. Things was moving very quickly. Me being around, I started picking up on things, and him being a single father, fresh, it's a lot of things that he didn't know. Like, the baby could only wear certain type of diapers or it could cause diaper rashes. And it's certain things that I didn't know that he was teaching me. So I think we were like beneficial to each other. Okay, so me being who I am and just picking up on things. Like I said, things was moving very fast, very quickly. I'm seeing him every day. We're seeing each other. We are, of course, sexually active with each other. And it's just, like I said, things move very fast, very quickly. I don't know if I mentioned that I had his name tattooed on me within 2 weeks, y'all. Yeah. Okay, so I'm 20. Don't judge me. I said I'm gonna tell the truth even if it make me look bad. Okay. And I want y'all to get in the comments, give me some feedback, get me told. Okay. So yeah,
We listen, we don't
I
judge.
just started picking up on things, and of course, he's a single father of 3 children. So it was a lot of walls that he hit, and I just remember telling him like, because you have your dealer license, and I'm with you every day. So we're not driving my car. My car is literally parked. I'm with you every day. Literally driving his car. I remember telling him, you know, how about I sign my title over to you? I sign my title over to your dealership or whoever, and you sell my car. You do what you do, keep the money, do what you need to do with the money, because I'm always in your car. We're always driving your car anyways. And later on, you could just get me another car. You have your dealer's license. You can go to an auction and like get me another car for cheap, for wholesale price. So just me being me. So I did that. I signed my car over to him. He ended up selling my car and handling what he needed to handle. Throw this out there because I know TikTok like to do that little thing. But in the presence of this man, me or my daughter did not want for anything. He was paying his bills, my bills at my apartment, even though I was not there, feeding us every day, as well as his children, buying us clothes, buying us shoes, everything. We did not want for anything. So me being the type of woman that I am and just picking up on the situation, that was me trying to help. That was me offering, okay, because I'm not bringing anything to the table. Surviving a Married Man and His Wife, Surviving a Married Man and His Wife, Part 3. So, yeah, y'all, I fell in love with the children before I even thought about him, okay? Just being around all the time, seeing the situation firsthand. And don't get me wrong, he was doing the very, very best he could, and I commend him and I salute him. But a woman's touch was most definitely 100% needed, okay? So it was three children, two little girls, one under one, and I think the other one was like 5 years old, and a little boy. The little boy was not his, and that should have been red flag number one. Um, but like I said, I don't know the situation with his father. So I'm just thinking, oh, he's so sweet. His baby mom is, incarcerated and he has her children. That's what I'm thinking. Mind y'all, me and him were public. We were public, very much pictures, videos posted everywhere. So I had no reason to think anything otherwise. Okay, so 3 months passed, and guess what? I'm pregnant. Okay, I am pregnant. Surviving a Married Man and His Wife, Part. Now, my caption is Surviving a Married Man and His Wife. So let me give y'all some insight on the type of female we deal with. Okay? She's 10 years older than him. I'm 10 years younger than him. She's 10 years older than him.
Okay.
Apparently, they've been together for like 10 years. So since he's been young, she's had him. Okay? Since maybe like in his early 20s, my age. Okay? And I heard stories around that she was like the breadwinner in a relationship, which would explain a lot that I was seeing coming into a relationship with him. It will also explain why she was even in federal prison in the beginning. Overall, he is a person that knows how to hustle, knows how to get money, regardless if he learned it from her or whatever. What I saw, he provided for me. So picture Precious, a lighter skin tone Precious, big at the top, little at the bottom, real knock kneed, facial hair, mouth big,
Oh
like
my
y'all.
God.
If you and he's handsome, he's handsome. He's handsome. I like mine medium ugly, but he's handsome. Like if y'all seen them beside each other, it just would not make sense. So I believed everything that he told me because like it would confuse a blind person. And y'all know I'm sure every town has females that's they don't get men, and when they do get one that pay them attention, like they don't play about them. They don't play about baby. She was not playing about this man. She was not playing. So, y'all, apparently people started to tell her that we're going to call him James, was in a relationship. James was in a relationship. Like I said, we are public. We are public. I'm even posting his children. Um, y'all, I love those little girls. When I say love them. They were the reason I stayed on most days. That man was not prepared to be in a position to have those children alone. And I'm watching what I say because he's not a bad person. He's not a bad father. And like I said, he did the best he could, but he was left in a very unfortunate situation. And past a man, I feel like I should have got a thank you. But back to the story. So y'all, this lady 100% at this time in prison. Like she was in federal prison, so she was able to like email and call and video. Okay. This lady 100% knew about me. Not only was her family and friends telling her, he talked to her about me. Was he lying about our relationship status or anything? I don't know. Was he still selling her dreams? I don't know. Was he still? I don't know. I don't know. But she 100% knew I was there with her children. And I remember him coming in a room one day and saying that she wants to talk to me. Y'all, he did not give a okay. And after years has passed and knowing what I know now, he ain't never gave a apparently he's been dealing with other women while dealing with her and she knows it. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna get deeper into that, but she 100% knew about me. So the day that she asked to talk to me, I was all for it because I said she deserves to know who's around her children. Those were my exact words, word for word. She deserves to know who around her kids. Yes, I would love to talk to her. Why did I do that? Now, my caption is surviving a married man and his wife. So let me give y'all some insight on the type of female we deal with. Okay, she's 10 years older than him. I'm 10 years younger than him. She's 10 years older than him. Apparently, they've been together for like 10 years. So since he's been young, she's had him. Okay, since maybe like in his early 20s, my age. Okay, and I heard stories around that she was like the breadwinner in a relationship, which would explain a lot that I was seeing coming into a relationship with him. It will also explain why she was even in federal prison in the beginning. Overall, he is a person that knows how to hustle, knows how to get money, regardless if he learned it from her or whatever. What I saw, he provided for me. So picture Precious, a lighter skin tone Precious, big at the top, little at the bottom, real knock kneed, facial hair, mouth big, like y'all. If you and he's handsome, he's handsome. I like mine medium ugly, but he's handsome. Like if y'all seen them beside each other, it just would not make sense. So I believed everything that he told me because like it would confuse a blind person. And y'all know I'm sure every town has females that's they don't get men.
Okay, y'all. Sorry if y'all heard the same, clip twice. I had to go to the bathroom. I'm back. Let's resume.
And his wife, part 5. Y'all, we're gonna name this one Roots. Me agreeing to talk to her was one of the best and worst decisions I've ever made. One, because that's when the drama, y'all, from prison, okay? This lady did not let up, okay? From prison. And also, I'm thankful for it because I found out what I found out. So, it started off her being very nice, okay? Mama y'all, I'm even asking her, is it okay if I put this type of grease in your daughter's hair? Like it started off very nice, and then it proceeded into her asking me did I know they were married. Okay. So, like I said, I'm pregnant. Me and him are, y'all, this man love, when I say love me down, I'm talking about would do anything for me, cry real tears. Like, y'all, this man loving me down. I'm pregnant. We're a whole family. Up to now, I'm thinking this is his baby mama. So she asked me, did I know if they were married? I told her no. I asked him about it. He gets mad, y'all. No, I ain't married. He tells me that it's common law marriage, meaning after you've been with the person for a certain amount of years, a certain amount of time, that they declare you guys married. And it's called common law marriage, is what he told me. 20-year-old me. Okay. So I'm Googling common law marriage, and I'm believing him, y'all. Like I said, looking at her, looking at him, it didn't give a real relationship. It gave sugar mama. This man has me around his family, his friends. We're public. I'm pregnant. It just did not give what she was saying it was giving. So of course I'm believing him. Okay. So y'all, I'm gonna throw y'all a little curve in here that later on in my pregnancy, right before I was about to give birth, I did find out that the marriage was in fact real. Now let me tell y'all, because she would not let up. She was like, go look at this drawer. Our wedding rings, our wedding bands is in there, everything, this, that, and the third. Okay. So I found out that it was true. I'm big and pregnant. So what he said, and I'm gonna just say, because we can't believe nothing he said at this point, but he was like, well, and even she told me that they got married literally right before she went to prison. Like right before she went to prison. So there was no proposal, it was no wedding, and they had a business together. Remember the car dealership that I was telling y'all about? Also, the little boy that was not his but was hers. Apparently, what he told me, and like I said, we can't believe him, but he was like that the purpose behind the marriage was nobody would be able to come in and take her son that's not his away from him, as well as something with the business. Okay, I don't know if the business was in her name and her being that she was about to go away. He explained it to me, and like I said, in my 20-year-old mind, it made sense. So y'all, we're riding one day. I'm pregnant. I don't know about I'm still lost about the marriage at this point, but I just want to throw y'all a curve in there that I later found out. But why this episode is named Roots, I'm gonna tell y'all. Okay? We're riding one day and we're passing this psychic's business, and it says like palm readings for $25. Y'all, I'm like, let's stop and get palm readings. That would be so cool. That would be so fun. Y'all, we stopped, and she only allowed one person at a time to come in so the energies would not mix or whatever. So I went in first. I'm pregnant. I knew what I was having. She told me what I was having without me telling her. She also informed me that death would be approaching me soon. And my grandma actually passed 4 days after me giving birth, but that's neither here nor there. So he went in after me. And like I said, I was not able to go in with him. And he come out, he said, I knew it. I knew it. So I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? At this point, I'm impatient. Like, tell me. I knew it. She was old. I was out here living my best life, and I had bad, just bad. Like, I'm talking about he's carrying on awful. So apparently the psychic told him that a root was put on him approximately 3. Okay, my video keeps stopping, but yeah. So he's like, she tells him that he had a root put on him. And the root was put on him approximately 3 years ago, and it was put on him through his food. And she told him that his own money was used to put the root on him. Okay? So what we take from this is it's someone that's fixing your food. It's someone that you're either giving money to or you're sharing money with. Mind y'all, they own the business together. So, and the psychic told him, if you give me 2 to 3 weeks, I will tell you the exact person who did this to you. In the meantime, she sent him home with work. Like, he was having to sleep with fruits under the bed and bring it back to her. He was having to take baths and things that she sent him with. But one thing that she needed him to do was sacrifice his own money, because his money was used to pay for whatever was put on him. And by sacrificing meaning, he needed to burn money. And at that time, we was not in a position to burn any money. But he did everything but that. Okay? So 3 weeks passed. This lady don't even know this woman, don't know she's in prison, don't know nothing about this man's personal life. And this lady told him the wife's whole name. He said she was the one who put the roof on you. He wanted to get second opinion. So in the meantime of her even telling him the name, in the middle of him even doing the work to get it off of him, he went to go see, like, y'all, it bothered him so bad. I remember him going to like 4 different other psychics and them telling him the same thing, like, baby, you have something on you. So y'all, in the middle of him, taking a bath and the fruit and taking the fruit back to her, this man was throwing up red, y'all. I remember him sending me a picture, and he's like, "Do you see the face in this throat?" Like, y'all, this man messed up bad. I'm pregnant, y'all. Y'all gotta see this from my, like, y'all. And I just got out the shower. Do not laugh. I got baby powder every freaking where. I'm finna do my skincare. Leave me alone. But yes, y'all. So y'all gotta put yourself in my shoes. Like, I'm big and pregnant. Now we finding out what's going on, baby. Now it's getting real. Like, spiritual work. I don't get into all that. Like, y'all, and you can just tell it bothered him so bad. Like, he would zone out and he would just yell randomly, like, things like, I started getting fat out of nowhere, and I remember this and I remember that, y'all. Even with the marriage thing, it bothered him so bad. Like, his mom, and this is on my children's next breath. His mom didn't even know he was married. Okay, his own mom. Okay, she found out because of me. And he would say things like, nobody could have got me to settle down. I was young. I had bad and I literally, for some reason, stuck with her, and she got me to sign this paper and all of this. Like, y'all, he was in deep, deep depression, like, bad. Of him just realizing his life for the past few years and things that he let slide and certain things that were done to him that he would not normally, like, it was, and he would go in and out, y'all. We're gonna get deeper into that. This is my last video for today, y'all. Hey girls, so yeah, the kids were with us every step of the way, every day. I did not play at all when it came to them. They were the reason I stayed most days. I said that in my last video. I helped with homework, I took baths, I'm very much present, getting them ready for school. Like, I'm very much present in their life, and they love me down. I had a newborn of my own as well. So it was him that's coming with 3 children plus me with the newborn. We just put our heads together and we took it day by day, but the kids were very much present and very much loved on and very much taken away from reality. Like, I think I took those girls away from a lot of reality. And yeah, I did not play about them at all. And again, they were the reason I stayed most days. Definitely did not play about them. Hey, girl. Like, our daughter is almost 5. So me reliving the situation for y'all is kind of triggering for me. I'm gonna insert this right here because y'all doing the one in my comments. We were not struggling. He was the only one with income. He owned a car dealership. We were living car to car, but he had plenty of other side hustles. Like I said, he's a person that knows how to get money. He's a person that knows how to survive. Me, on the other hand, I had no income at all. I'm at home with the kids and I'm pregnant. He did not want me to work. Y'all got to think COVID came out during this time as well. And if you know, you know. It comes to the psychic wanting him to sacrifice money. She wanted him to sacrifice a certain amount of money that we both were not in position to sacrifice at that time, or just plain out just not taking it serious. I can say that enough to sacrifice But me being 20 years old, like I said, if you watch the paternity court episode with me and my second child's father, you will see that situation for what it was. So me meeting a man who's a single father, like I said, when I met him, my baby was like 2 to 3 months. So he's coming in, he's a very much active father figure to my child. Her father was not in the picture. So him being a single father, me being a single mother, y'all need y'all to know the seriousness of this relationship. Like, he has my name tattooed on him. It was no delusion. Like, my daughter is literally calling him dad. She's his watching. Her first steps were to him, first words. He's on her doctor records. It was so serious. Like, he was telling me he wanted me to get my daughter's last name changed to his last name, y'all. The wife was very much aware of the relationship. I saw firsthand him get on the phone with her and literally express his love for me and how much of a serious relationship we are in. I saw that firsthand. It will be times I'm in the grocery store, and Union is a very small place, and her family and friends would like see me and his children or her daughter in the grocery store. And I remember like them coming up and questioning her, like, are you okay? And me telling him and him getting on the phone with her, like going off. Like, my baby can be around who I want her to be around, and don't tell this person, don't be questioning my baby. And y'all, it was just no delusion. Don't get out my comments like that. Like, it was very much, I've seen him firsthand putting his foot down about me to her. She was very much aware. I was on her email list, y'all. And by this time, like I said, I'm believing, I'm hearing stories. First off, the city is small. Our towns are close together. By now, I'm hearing everything. Everybody knows our relationship, so I'm hearing the stories. And I'm hearing that we were staying in. We're so close together, like a 45, 50-minute drive. Towns are small. So I would hear things from people that grew up with her, people that knew her, knew them as together. I would hear even stories that he would tell me. And I would hear like she pays for and like she was a booster, and how this is not their first rodeo. Like, he's been showing her that he did not want her. He's been dealing with other females and how she would act, how she would knock on their door, she would fight them, and even his baby mothers. I was close to a few of them, and I would hear stories from them. Like I said, I'm babysitting his other kids as well. That's not hers. Like, it's a thing, y'all. It's a thing, okay? And you have to know me back then to know I ain't never been nothing to play with. I can't be bullied. So when I would hear these things, it did not bother me. And I think even until this day, with her knowing what she knew behind closed doors, that she was making a perception to her family and friends of something else, because I would see firsthand how he would speak to her and how he literally told her the seriousness of our relationship. Now, some days when me and him fought or got into it, did I think he still like would go behind my back with her and be manipulative? Yes, of course. That is a man. But overall, I'm such a girl's girl, and I ain't never been nothing to play with, but I always have had a heart of gold. And I just remember feeling sorry for her because he literally would talk to her like she was nothing, y'all. And she just would not, like, y'all, I kid y'all not, this is on my children's life. This lady would email me sexual things that he likes done to him. She would tell me how he likes to be pleased. She would literally give me advice on him. It's just a situation where she was the type of person like that did not let up. That's the only way that I can put it. Like, it was clear that he did not want her. Even till this day, y'all, knowing what I know behind the scenes, like, it's just she just one of them people that literally is down bad, desperate. Like, I had to let my hands off the situation. After y'all see what I went through, even after she got out of prison, y'all gonna see and no. I just remember him speaking to her very disrespectfully and just overall just not sparing her. And any other woman, like I said, would be happy to hear that. It turned me off completely. And I just remember frequently taking up for her because at this point, I'm seeing everything for what it was. It was clear. Like I said, a blind person could see that this man did not want her, but she was not letting up. She's just a woman that's in love with a man. That's all she is. She's just a woman that's in love with a man. And like I said, they had been knowing each other, dealing with each other for over 10 years. So he was in his early 20s when she met him. So she's invested in him a lot. I put myself in her shoes, even though I seen it for what it was. And I just remember taking up for her or telling him, put yourself in her shoes. She's in prison. Like, don't talk to her like that. And me texting, emailing her every day, updating her on the kids and, things like that. And making him send her money. Cause y'all, I'm just so secure with myself. It this man, listen, y'all can get in my comments and y'all can do that one. But I know for a fact on my children's life, this man did. I never said he didn't love her. They've been through enough and she's had his back enough for him to have some type of feeling for her. But overall, he did not want this woman. But she was not letting up. She would insert herself into so much when it came to me and him, to the point where when he wouldn't message her back, she would message me. Well, what's going on? What are y'all doing? Y'all, I would even send her pictures. But I would make him send her money because it would be days that she would ask for things and he would lie and tell her that he didn't have any money, but he's out here buying himself things or getting my hair done and my nails done. So I would literally make him send her money. I remember him telling me that she knows a lot about him, that he's done, and she's just overall a devious person, especially when she's hurt, that he's watched her be devious. Now, like I said, you got to know the type of person I used to be. Like, oh, she gonna have to come with it. She come for me. But it wasn't even a situation where I felt like I even had to be defensive because it was clear to see that this man was not interested in this woman. But the devious stuff started from prison. Like, our daughter is almost 5, so me really.
Sorry, y'all. I was on mute talking, but this is crazy because I feel like I understand this lady that's talking. However, you're not the wife, so it's like it's hard to, because I have been in those shoes where you're putting yourself in another woman's shoes and you're like, look, you do this because of this and put yourself in this person. I've always did that. Like when it comes to other women in general and me understanding why another woman is acting a certain way because I'm a woman, I put myself in their shoes before I say anything, right? So I get where she's coming from because that's the type of woman I am. My heart is made of gold, and I just don't like the stupid shit or messed up stuff. But it's just like, miss, this man is married at the end of the day. So how could you have put yourself in her shoes when you're dating him? You see what I'm saying? Like it's a lot. All right, let's keep it going.
This lady is being dumb and delusional, I wasn't any better. I was very much just as dumb, if not more, and just as delusional as she was. Okay, so at this point, later on in my pregnancy, um, just as well as she knows about me, I know about her. I know 100% the marriage is real. I know that he's still entertaining her. Like, say for instance, it got so messy, y'all, and it was a bunch of back and forth. At this point, it's like the typical man with 2 females. Only difference is she was in prison. Okay, so it would be times me and him would fight or argue, and I would go home, and he would tell her, "Oh, I'm ready for you to come home," and then me and him be back together the next day, and she's taking me off her email, and she's like, now she's wondering why he's not texting her back, and she has to add me back, and she's like, "Oh, so you're back," and then it caused confusion with them. So this was very much a very back and forth thing, and it got very, very messy. But at one point, we both was like in acceptance of each other, and I remember we listen and we don't judge. Okay, one day this man went and got both of our names tattooed on him at the same
Oh my
time,
god.
on one arm and on the other arm. Okay, she video chatted. She saw him getting my name tatted. I was there. I saw him getting her name tattooed on him. So at this point, we are both in acceptance of each other. Okay, and but let me tell you how my wheels are turning in my head, so y'all can get see from my point of view. In my head, okay, you're on paper with her. You are married to her. You've told me that she was a devious lady. She's obviously not going nowhere. I literally see clearly she won't go away. And you've told me the things that she's capable of, what she saw you do. And overall, the marriage itself was not a real thing. It was something that had to be done to save the business and the children. So those are how my wheels are turning. Tasia, she's already married to this woman and she obviously doesn't go away, but I know how he feels about me. So I'm very secure with my spot and myself. That's how my head was turning. I know. Clock my teeth. I know. We listen and we don't judge. Okay? And y'all, this lady does not play the radio. Okay, we're not talking about somebody that's dumb. We are both two very intelligent women. So I think at some point behind the wall, she was using her head and using her common senses, and she just knew the seriousness of the relationship. I remember her going to the chaplain in the prison and reaching out to her landlord because the trailer that we were staying in were theirs. It's in her name. And I remember her getting him put out. The landlord calling him, telling him he had to go. So I don't know if she thought we didn't have anywhere to go. I don't know, but I still kept my apartment. Now, what I didn't tell y'all, and we listen, what? We don't judge. I was always living with him and staying with him. And like I said, I don't have any income at all whatsoever. And I cleaned out my whole apartment. I sold every TV, every bed, every couch, every fireplace, everything in my apartment to help him out with his bills. And we are always there. So, like I said, I didn't have a problem with doing that. So she called and got him put out of the trailer. Okay. This is where it gets messy because after her calling and getting the trailer taken from him, I guess she thought that that was gonna hinder our relationship because I think she's basically using her brain because it was a lot of on and off, and this is where the drama start, y'all. So some days I would go through his phone and I would see her playing out, dogging me out, like, oh, they say the baby it's not yours. Y'all, I was writing letters to the prison. When it like one thing about me, I'm gonna get my point across. I'm gonna get the last word. So when she would she would email me a paragraph or something, and then take me off her email where I can't reply. Girl, you finna get a letter. You finna get a letter. You gonna hear what I got to say. So it just got so messy, y'all, to the point where I'm sending letters to the damn prison. Okay, this lady was so crazy. Like the situation had her messed up, and I could only imagine being in prison. There would be times, y'all, she would call and she can't even talk to her kids from worrying about this man. Like they say when you do something to a person, it can reverse. And I think that root reversed. Like I remember him, and I quote word for word. This is on my children's life. Him telling her on numerous of occasions, you call to talk to your kids. I'm a man. I'm a grown man. I'm going to do what I want to do. You worried about me. Your kids are literally standing right here wanting to talk to you. Like, y'all, she could not see past that man. Do y'all hear me? He ended up moving with me in my apartment. I had a small 2-bedroom apartment, maybe an hour away from where his trailer was. So he moves with me. He ended up buying bedroom suits, furniture, TVs. He brought everything back over. I'm big about to give birth by this time. And this lady, like I said, she don't play the radio. So I think she's hoping for the best, preparing for the worst. We both were at this point. This man was a very manipulative man. And y'all, it would be times where I just was like, go, and he would use the root like a weapon. He would, I'm done. I'm done. Like he would use the root like a weapon. And his daughters did not move in. She reached out to his mom and his sister and was like, I don't want my girls around me, and please get them until I come home. So the girls end up going, and he ends up, like I said, moving in with me. I'm about to give birth. So y'all, he's living with me. We're preparing for the baby. Like we are in love, y'all. His girls are not with us at this point. My heart is shattered. She's called his people and asked them to get the girls until she comes home because she didn't know what me and him had going on, basically. And I think slightly that she thought having the girls to go. That city was like an hour away where his family was from, Chester, South Carolina. I think she thought having them go there was going to push him to go there, especially with his family being aware that he was with me. And that became a problem because, then she would call and she would ask, so when the last time you went up to see them? Or when the last time you bought them? And so that caused a lot of confusion, especially when she would call, because at this point, like I said, I think she was preparing for the worst, hoping for the best. But this lady, she don't play the radio, but she was not the type to just give in easy. Like, so y'all, we are in the hospital. It's time to give birth to our daughter. He's with me every step of the way. The night before, he's been up putting up cribs, car seats. We were just preparing for this baby. We arrived at the hospital, I think at like 5:30, 6 in the morning to get prepared for surgery. I had a C-section. Our baby arrives and she is beautiful. So y'all, this man is so in love with our child. Like literally all I did was have her. This man woke up in the middle of the night. I can't even remember a night that I had to get up with her. He literally did everything. He was so in love with our child. Her name is Dream. She's almost 5 now, but yeah, her name is Dream. So y'all, it's almost time for the wife to come home. We got evicted out of my apartment. Now, my apartment was like an income based apartment. So we got evicted. I don't remember why, but we got evicted and we ended up getting like a trailer. So Dream was like 2 to 3 months when we moved. And we're in the trailer. The trailer is like I say, 900, maybe $1,000 a month. I'm gonna throw this in there. Remember, I said I'm gonna tell the truth, even if it makes me look bad. So before giving birth to her, this man invested in me. He sent me a few $1,000s to start a business, and the business was named the Dream House Collection. Our daughter name is Dream. The business was doing very well. It was like clothes, lashes, yummy products, adult toys, things of that nature. So the business was doing very well. But little did I know that this man did unemployment in my name, y'all, and got like a big lump sum under his business. You remember I said it was COVID. We gonna get into that, but I later on found out, and I'm still to this day having to pay it back. He did unemployment in my name. Okay, we gonna get into that. But, okay.
Okay, so somebody said, I feel like you're giving him grace while playing. Well, wait. Okay, yeah. It says, I feel like you're giving him grace while downplaying her. That was her husband. Whether you say he loves her or not, he was a scammer. But, okay, wait. This is my thing, right? Just as well as you say that he don't love her, she could say the same thing about you. It does seem like she's lifting him up while putting a wife down, saying, "Oh, he didn't want her," da 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 da, because you don't know what he was saying behind closed doors. He told you one thing, told her another thing, and this is why I don't pay men any mind, because that's the games that they play. He playing with you right now because she's in jail. You just somebody that he dealing with right now, and then happen to have a baby. All the while, he is the problem. I don't understand what this lady is talking about, because at the end of the day, no matter what you say, that's his wife. That's just what it is. That's his wife. You sleeping with a married man, and you don't get no good karma from that shit at all.
Okay. One day, this man went and got Surviving a Married Man and His Wife, Part 8. Y'all, do y'all see my face? Y'all in my comments begging for the next parts, and I'm over here fighting for my life to tell y'all. And when I say fighting for my life, I mean literally. Like, I'm in a whole new relationship. So, but I do want to scratch on the fact that this man was head over heels for me.
Oh my God.
This man love for me was something that could not be faked. I know y'all are in my comments. Y'all are doing a number, and I don't expect y'all to understand because, like, it's certain things out of respect because I have so much respect for the situation overall. And people that know me know I'm carrying on in a very respectable manner than what I could be. I'm telling my truth. Okay? I've never, ever, and this took 5 years for me to tell my truth. And a lot of times in situations like this, where a married man is dealing with a woman, just because of what's on paper, the other woman is often blamed, dogged out, no matter if she knew, no matter if she was lied to, no matter what. It's always unfortunate that no matter the situation, the other woman is always blamed. So y'all have to think how my name has been ran in the dirt throughout our hometown. Y'all have to think how my name, and just because he's a married man, I've been put down. Not nobody hearing this is my first time publicly speaking on my, yeah. The man's love for me was very much real. Please get out. Y'all will see that later on in the story, but I'm gonna keep going. So we're in the trailer. We have a newborn. Y'all have to think. We went and got matching tattoos. I did not tell y'all that when I found out I was pregnant. I don't know if I can say the A word on here, but I was begging for a termination of pregnancy. Like I said, I had a newborn already whose father was not in the picture. So for weeks and months, it was a back and forth thing about me terminating the pregnancy. He did not want me to do it. 1,000% was against it. I begged for it. Okay, I begged for it, and it's just a situation where I got so far along and I couldn't do it.
Oh,
And
girl.
he was very happy about that. He did not 100% want me to terminate the pregnancy. He begged me to
You didn't
have
want to.
this child. Y'all, throughout my pregnancy, I did not want, I literally did not want for anything I craved. Foot rubs, back rubs. 2 weeks prior to her about to come home, I get on Facebook and I see a status from someone that knows her that's saying she's on her way. This was about 2 weeks of her before going to the halfway house. You know, when you go to the halfway house, you're basically home. You get more freedom. You can come home and visit, everything in that nature. So he just started moving funny. Yeah, mind y'all, this is someone that I've never not stayed a night with in 2 years. If I do, it's one night and we're on the phone the whole night and he's picking me up the next morning type thing. We've never not stayed a night without each other in 2 years. So he would stay in Chester. Like, mind y'all, I'm on point at this point because I done saw the status and I'm seeing how you moving. I'm on point. Now from this point on, y'all finna see a whole nother side of me. Cause I'm gonna add right here that his excuse to go to Chester was his kids didn't have a babysitter. The first in 2 years that this has happened, he was saying his mom and his sister had to work and he had to get the girls and keep the girls. First time this has happened. All of a sudden, 2 weeks before she's about to go to the halfway house. So I see how he moving. I'm on point. I don't play the radio, baby. I'm on point. So I remember him one day coming and trying to leave out my driveway. Y'all, it's on. It's on at this point. And I remember putting my car in reverse, putting it in drive, running through his car, putting it in reverse, putting it in drive, running through his car, putting it in reverse, putting it in drive, running through his car. I'm already traumatized. The last situation that I was in, I met him with a newborn. You done made me have another baby. You done told me that this marriage wasn't real. 2 years of my life. You done took 2 years to me and you think you finna no. So y'all, it's literally tension. Real bad tension. Like I remember him going to Chester, me going to Chester, busting his car when his whole front windshield, standing on top of his car, busting his windshield. He don't care. He go get it fixed. I come back, bust it again. He get it fixed. I come back, bust every window in the car. He get it fixed. Like y'all, it was bad. And I went to jail.
I went to jail like 3 times. I remember him coming over, and mind y'all, this is all happening within 2 weeks. And I'm going to jail. He's sending my mom the money to come bail me out. I remember one day him coming over and me just throwing bleach everywhere. Y'all, I'm not eating, I'm not sleeping. Y'all, I'm sick. Do you hear me? Imagine this. So imagine all of this. And you see she's about to come home and how this man is moving. So yeah, I'm throwing bleach everywhere. He had to go to the hospital because he swallowed a little bit of the bleach,
But
y'all.
then she
And
says,
so now, like I said, she's about
love
to
her.
come home. I've went to jail. He's bunded me out every time I've went to jail. He's gotten the car windows fixed. He's literally saying, just calm down, just calm down. So let me insert the fact that we now have a no contact. Okay. Because he's considered a victim of mine. The neighbor, when I was wrecking my car through his car, chasing him, the neighbor ended up calling the police. So you have a no contact order with him. So that was his excuse to be in Chester. Mind y'all, she's about to get out in 2 weeks. That's his excuse to not be around. Mind y'all, I know every woman can feel me when you're used to sleeping beside a person and I'm not sleeping. I'm going from 200 pounds to 100 pounds soaking wet, like y'all. So she is out. Not officially out, but she is in the halfway house by this
You see
time.
how God
I'm
works?
keeping my mom busy. I still have my business at this
Karma.
point. I am promoting my business, not really much speaking on it. Not really doing too much, speaking on it. Now, throughout this whole time, she's very big on an image. So, and a lot of times when she was in prison, she would tell me, or tell him, or tell us both, just stop with the social media, thing. She was very much big on the image that him and her had, no matter what was going on behind closed doors. As long as social media didn't see it, she was okay with that. So she's home at this point, but she didn't know about the no contact at all. But she's home, and I'm on Facebook one day and I see her post a picture of her and him and a picture of a ring. Y'all, he's picked her up from the prison, took her to the halfway house. My job, my family looking at this man like a freaking superhero. Like anytime they need anything, my mom, my family overall, they can call him on for anything in this world. So when it came down to meeting his child, they were like, her daddy got her. Like my other two, their fathers not being around. Of course, my mom having my oldest daughter, those were her picks. She went hard for them. She bought them clothes. But when it comes to me and his child, she in her mind, she did not have nothing to worry about. It would be times like my mom would show up with clothes for my other daughter, and he wouldn't, see certain things, and he would go buy our daughter clothes or shoes or toys. Overall, our child was not a priority when it came to just having overall support. My mom had already told me, if you have this baby, like you're on your own. This is the last child that I'm gonna actually be hands on with, and that was my second born. So yeah, I didn't have a lot of support with our child. So yeah, fast forward to she's not officially home. She's in a halfway house, but I'm evicted. So now me and my mom did not have the best of the best relationship. It's one of those relationships where if I got something to give, she's all in. The embarrassment that come behind this man has been introduced to my family. I now have 2 babies. I'm evicted. I'm by now I'm staying with my mom. I stayed there for about a week before it just turned bad. So I remember having baskets and clothes and everything. Going from hotel to hotel, y'all. Having to still be a mom, going through a heartbreak on top of being homeless, just overall being used to having the person that you can depend on. Wondering where he at through me being evicted, being homeless, everything. This man is literally in and out, telling me, I got a root on me, be patient with me. That her being a devious person, he got something up his sleeve, that don't pay attention to none of the social media. He gotta play his cards right. Some days he would come to the hotel, pay for the hotel, then I wouldn't hear from him the next day. Like it was just the in and out, back and forth, manipulative thing. Surviving a Married Man and His Wife, Part 8.
But then she say he didn't love her. You see how God works? Man, that karma, mother. I'm telling you, karma don't miss. You knew once he told you he was married. The lady told you that they were married. You should have got your ass on out of there.
For me, was something that could not be faked.
Hey friend, I do agree with you on the second part, not so much the first part, and I'm sorry it's coming off that way, but I just understand him more because I was with him firsthand and I could see things from his perspective. So I understand him a little bit more. But do I feel like I was groomed and manipulated? Yes. But y'all have to understand what I went through with her even after she got out. Things that y'all don't know yet. So if it seems kind of biased, that's why. And I apologize for that. But no, it's definitely not giving him grace. He was a very manipulative man. And y'all, when I first met him, like I said, he approached me on some, he got money, and I should have knew he was a little lame because he was comparing himself to people around the city that had money. Like, oh, you know this person, yeah, I'm up there with them. So it came off very lameish, but I overlooked it. But overall, he is the type of person that just uses women to keep up an image. Like I said, when I met him in the beginning, I started to peep things. I don't know if y'all caught on to that. And I won't say specifically what those things were, but I picked up on a lot. And like I said, that was me trying to help. But after it all over rolled out and he's done unemployment in my name, I'm selling my car for him. I'm selling furniture to help him, y'all. Overall, he's still trying to keep up this image. Same thing she did for him. She is the brains behind everything, even the car dealership that they had then. And he basically reaps the benefits and puts on this image as if he has so much money. And after seeing it firsthand myself, I see what it is and I see what it's clear to be. So no, I'm not giving him grace. Hey friend. Surviving a Married Man and His Wife, Part 9. Y'all, we gonna call this episode We Listen, We Don't Judge. Because I know y'all finna give me, I know y'all finna give it to me in the comments after this. And I'm gonna just post this and I'm gonna log off. I'm gonna log off. Okay? We listen and we don't what? Okay. She's in the halfway house at this point. I am sick. I'm probably in the size 2T, y'all. I can't even, y'all judge me. But it was some days I could not even be a parent. Like, I just remember getting up, cooking for my babies and going back to bed. Getting up and feeding them just because I had to feed them. And that's literally all they got out of me. I could not even function. I think I was in the size 2T, honestly, okay? So, I'm homeless, pissed. Pissed. I done sold my furniture. I done sold my car to make sure you and your kids had a roof over your head when you couldn't pay the bills. And now I'm homeless. I'm in hotels. Like y'all, but in the midst, I'm still trying to understand. He keep bringing up the root. He keep bringing up the roots. Oh, give him time. Oh, he got a plan. Oh, he got something up his sleeve. Stay with me now. Y'all, I even wrote a song about the man. Y'all know I think I'm a rapper. Y'all know females. Okay, so she's in the halfway house. She would have time to come home and things like that. So she would post him. Y'all, he would come with me in the hotel. I would post him. It was like a little back and forth thing on social media. Y'all know how females do. I think her being in the halfway house, towards the end of her being released, she started to pick up on things very well and just she know him. You know, they've been together long enough. So I think she just recognized the depression that he was going through, or even him talking to her about it. But I remember her reaching out to me, and we both were reaching out to each other, but her telling me, Tasia, he loves you. Tasia, he loves you, but this is still my husband. I literally have the voice recordings. I recorded most of our calls just because of the person that I was dealing with. I need y'all to DM me, get in my comments, because I would love for y'all to hear the recordings firsthand. I'm changing their names when I talk on purpose. Y'all gotta realize who I'm dealing with. That's very devious. So I would love for y'all to hear that
all the recordings firsthand. I swear. Tell me if something can be done with me posting their voices. But we're gonna communicate. I skipped the part where
The voice.
I got an apartment in the hood. So I'm living in the hood. It's an income-based apartment. I'm trying to make her jealous. So I remember dialing her number. She knows he's there. He was telling her when he would come, and she was she literally respected the fact that he cared about me. She said she was gone away. At the time, she was like, you know, you cared for my kids. I was gone. You was there for him. At this time, that's what she was saying. Like I said, she's on house arrest. I remember dialing her number on purpose while me and him were being intimate and just being dramatic. So she could hear. And so that turned into I want to stay on the phone because I acted like, oh my God, I dialed her number. And hello, put the phone down. I want to hear type thing. So he was like, we gonna call you back. I'll call you back. And she like, why you wanna hang up? I will call you back. I will call you back. Like she would do little petty stuff too. But yeah, overall, like I said, she's on house arrest. He's going back and forth. But he has not left me alone. Me here and him had a phone conversation. That's the phone conversation I have and I want to upload. We were all on the phone. They're together. I'm at my house. I'm recording because, like I said, I know who I'm dealing with. She is literally saying, "This man loves you. I know he loves you. Why won't he just say, Tasia, I want to be with both of y'all?" And he's in the background saying, "I'm begging you for a divorce. Just give me a divorce. I told you I was lying to you when you were gone away because I didn't want to hurt your feelings. Now that you're home, you see the truth, you know the truth." Literally, I'm hearing this. It's no delusion. He's begging her for a divorce. He's telling her he loves me. He's in love with me. Literally. And she's saying, well, why you won't just say that you want to be with both of us? He's telling her, I'm not lying to you no more. I lied to you because you were away. I didn't want to hurt you, but this is what it is. This is what it was. Okay. And me and him end up taking a trip to Miami, Florida together. Like I said, she's home. I think we stayed for like 4 days. 4 days, me and him. And yeah, she was home with the kids. She actually asked me to bring me and his daughter to her to babysit while me and him went to Miami.
Hell
She knew
no.
about the trip. She kept saying, why won't y'all just wait until I get off house arrest and we all go? Like I said, he's literally being straightforward with her. I'm hearing everything. There would be times she would text me and say, hey, when I get off house arrest, me, you, and him are going to do this. Or, hey, you know, she knew about me. Oh, I didn't tell y'all. She has a son that's older than me. She has a son that's literally older than me. Okay, I didn't tell y'all about that. But yeah, me and him are in Miami. So I remember being on the way back. Like I said, she's home. I remember my chest. Don't get in the comments with all that married man karma stuff. My chest was hurting. And I got asthma, so like I'm on a plane and I'm telling him my chest is hurting. Mind y'all, we're on a plane. We're about to go back home. We're about to go back to my apartment. But we're flying into Charlotte. He's from Chester, so Charlotte, his house there, the house that she's at, was closer. He's saying, you need a nebulizer. You need a nebulizer, and because I take a I would get on a nebulizer if I had to. I have asthma, so. He said you need a nebulizer. So like I said, we're almost in Charlotte, flying back in. He says we're going to my house. I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. It's late. We're on a night flight, by the way. So if we went there, I think we landed at like 1 a.m. If we went there, we were very much staying until the next morning. I want to go home. I can't breathe. And I remember him saying, and I quote word for word, like I said, she's home now. She knows where to go. This man is determined, like, no, we're going to my house. You saying you can't breathe, you need to get on a nebulizer. Because from Charlotte to where I stayed, it would have been almost a 2-hour drive, literally. So Chester, South Carolina was closer to Charlotte than my house. So I remember saying like, I'm not going there. She there. And he like, yes, you is. That's my house. She can get the out. And so, like I said, we're on a night flight. So I'm like, okay, we finna go. We finna go. So y'all, we get there to his house. She knows by this time I've texted her, I've said, hey, we're back in town. We're about to come over there. She's so happy, y'all. She's so happy. She asked me, am I hungry? Do I need
Hell
anything?
no.
Like, she's so happy. Like I said, this lady is not a bad woman. She's just a woman that's in love with a man. All our luggage is in the car. I'm sitting in his car. I really don't want to get out. And he comes to the car. He's like, get out, get out. And she's in there. I goes in and she's bitch. Like, y'all, this lady is, she has a heart of gold. Me and her both. She asked me, was I hungry? She got me a rag and a towel to take a shower. She was nice. So it's actually not awkward that we are together. We've had phone conversations. Me and her have very much been on video and everything. Like, it's not awkward at all. I know y'all finna eat me up. I know y'all finna eat me up. I'ma just post this and I'ma log out because I don't got time. Why y'all looking at me? Basically, we all end up being intimate that night, okay? That was the first time it happened. So after that night, that the first three intimacy with me, him, and her happened, everything's, normal. He's still at my house. And so, y'all, this is gonna tell y'all how good my heart is. So I didn't get bad vibes that night. Like I said, she was cool, she was welcoming. Then I know he set the record straight in front of her, in front of me, on the phone, up, down, all around. This man is not playing about me at this point. But he would come to my house to stay with me at my apartment, and she would text me and say, y'all come up here. I don't want to be by myself. And I would look at him and say, let's go up there. Like, come on. She good people. So we would pack up from being at my apartment and go with her to keep her company because she's on house arrest. We would all be drinking in the kitchen, listening to music, having fun. And y'all, it would be times like we listening to music, we drinking, and this lady would just get up and two-piece them. I'm talking about boom, 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 boom. Like, she used to be like, when I get off house arrest, I'm gonna run circles around you. Like, and I'm like, okay. And then by that night, we all be, you know what I'm saying? So it was like an in and out thing. I think even with me too. I think she playing it cool until she get off house arrest. Because when she got off house arrest, y'all, remember my title, Surviving a Married Man and His Wife. That's when it went down. Okay? I am not giving y'all part 10 until y'all get me to 10K followers. So grab your kids' iPads, call your grandma and tell them to make a TikTok and come follow me. Get me to 10K and I'm going to drop the next part. Love y'all.
Played the fool for so long, wish I could go back in time. Thought I knew better. Come and say shit when that nigga got your damn soul tied. You fucked up when you said fuck us. Now the next nigga finna luck up. And it's crazy because the main ones I go to bat for be the ones that do me fucked up. Yeah, it's fucked up and it's fuck you. After all the shit that we've been through, all them long nights and them broke days, and my dumb ass even got the tattoo. Sitting back reminiscing like, damn, Pete. Bitch, you such a sucker. I stuck around when I knew I shouldn't. Yeah, them soul ties be a motherfucker. And you know the love be real when you got to pray to God to help you let it go. A bitch broke down, her heart broke. Swear to God, I never let it show. I'm too G for that.
So that was the rap that she said she had wrote or whatever. When the next part drop, I will be posting it. But how y'all feel about everything? How y'all feel about the threesome? Because I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. I knew it. But that's the crazy part. Like, that is what that man wanted. That's what he wanted. He wanted to take it. He wanted to eat it too. And y'all allowed that shit. Y'all allowed it. Ah, child. Y'all comment down below. Let me know how y'all feel about everything. I'll see y'all down below. And I'll see y'all in the next video.